Hi there, sweet friends. It's Ashley with Make Life Marvelous. Welcome to my channel. Today I have this pretty little yellow box to share with you, and if you are an Erin Condren fan, you probably recognized it right away. I just have my address here covered up. We're going to open up this box together. Today it's going to be about the Petite Planners. I've actually never used the Petite Planner, so full disclosure on that. I am so excited to share this collab with you today, but it's just nothing that I've actually used myself, but I'm very excited to dive into it with you guys today. So grab your coffee or your favorite beverage and we'll open this pretty little lady up. Okay, so first off, is this not a beauty here? I just love how well that Erin Condren packages their items. I've had a lot of stuff shipped to me, whether it's collabs or just things that I bought throughout the year, and they're always very secure with their bubble wrap and all the things, and then the cute little touch with the pretty little tissue paper. I always like that. But anyways, the point of this video are these pretty little petite planners. So we're gonna dive into them one by one, but you guys can see, gosh, aren't these beautiful? So we have these four because they're 3 months each. So this is the entire 2026 collection. And then we have this folio that we can put all four of them in here. So I'm really excited to do it with you since, like I said, I'm brand new to this. So if this is something that you are thinking about buying maybe for next year's, you're trying to figure out your 2026 planner or planners, if it's plural like myself, hopefully this will help you guys as we just walk through it together, and we will just see how it goes. So give me just a second to kind of get this all out of the box, and then we'll start taking a deeper look. So before I take the packaging off of all of this, I wanted to flip it over because I noticed that they have some stuff here on the back, guys. So it says that obviously it fits all four of these petite planners, which we have right here. So open the folio, slip an elastic cord through the center of each planner. So I'm sure we're about to see that here very quickly. One super quick thing that I also wanted to point out when I was reading the packaging, in case this is helpful to you guys, is that it talks about how it has the daily spreads, so 3 colorful monthly spreads, 1 sheet of metallic functional stickers, and then a sheet of heritage and awareness observation stickers. So I think that's all that it says on there. Obviously, we're going to flip through it, but just wanted you guys to take note of it in case you were interested. Okay, now everything is unwrapped. I just have all four out here. We'll just start looking in January through March because that makes the most sense to start with that. And I'm sure they're all repeats, but we'll take a quick flip through anyways. But I really, really love these covers. I think this is gorgeous with the stripes. So we have this pretty little pink. So of course that's going to probably be my favorite. And then we have the lavender and a nice yellow. I'm not a big yellow person, but I know like that butter yellow color has been everywhere this year. I don't know. So it's growing on me. It's pretty. And then the blue is so pretty, guys. So let's plop these guys over there and we'll just take a look at this beauty. So it's a very smooth cover, like a hard, almost like a hard plastic cover. I probably got that kind of wrong. I'm gonna take a look at that and we'll fix it if I'm wrong. But anyways, so you guys get a look at how skinny mini this is. So this would be super easy to put in your purse, to take with you wherever, which I like because honestly, all my planners are kind of bulky. I mean, I prefer them that way because they're typically over here on my desk. But if I were to go somewhere, which I actually have a trip coming up and I will tell you all about it after I'm back, but I don't know, I really wanted to take my planners and it wasn't an option. So, or I didn't feel comfortable. How about that? Because they're like 7x9 or they're 8x11 and they're bulky. So I wouldn't want to ruin anything in any way or get something lost. But this would be super, super easy to travel with. So let's flip through this. So it is a daily planner, so I'm interested to see the layout that they have. But here's your name page, and if you've been here with me before, you know I don't do name pages, so I'll probably leave this alone because, oh, I would have to because it has something on the other side, but I usually rip out those. I don't know why I hate those, but a lot of people like to put their names. So if you're one of those people, that is your page. So here's our monthly spread, and you guys can see how that kind of reverberates back. I think that's one of the reasons why I do like hardbound or hard book covers, but I can definitely see the appeal of this. And when I use this handy dandy folio, it's going to hold my page. So I bet that's going to make life so much easier. But anyways, as I hold this down, very standard monthly calendar, which by the way, how are we super close to 2026? I'm just getting old, I'm sure of it, but it just flies by, friends. So we have our notes pages here, not really that different from like a life planner, I would say. It's pretty similar other than just like fonts and things like that. Okay, so here are our daily spreads. So it looks like we get an entire page per day. I'm willing to bet that the weekends are kind of combined. Yes, okay, we'll get there. But I kind of figured that makes sense. It looks like we have 3 sections here that we could label, and then like a checklist, to-do list, whatnot. I really like that. It looks nice and spacious, and we even have like these blank spaces. So I don't know, I could see myself like putting some stickers through here just to decorate, but it could also be very functional, and you could use like a stencil through here and make you some more boxes. If you're like me and I like to highlight things and then write over top of the highlighter, and just kind of some main things that I do for a day. Not that you don't have enough sections over here. I'm just brainstorming as I'm going through this. So we have the color for December there, and then we switch to the green, I assume, all the way through January. Erin Condren usually does that with the colors. So since the weekends are like shared space, it looks like you don't get like these little 3 sections here, just your checklist. And you do have this blank space, like I said. Absolutely, you could decorate it, but you could also make it functional, and you could really make your own. You know what I mean? Just like this, and make some lines with a stencil, or if you're really handy without a stencil, I'm not, because I honestly can mess up a stencil, but you know what? We just do our best, don't we? Anyways, oh, okay, I just noticed this, that there's a little quote down here, let yourself fully blossom. I wonder if that's every page, because I might have just, nope, okay. That's why I just noticed it. So maybe it's, would it be at the beginning of each month, maybe? I guess not, because that's there. So maybe it's just on certain pages, friends. I'm really not sure. Maybe we'll see. We're not going to literally flip through every single page, or we're going to be here a while. So it looks like just intermittently. How about that? Intermittently, you will see some of these quotes down here, but all of the layout looks the same. So let me kind of flip through here, friends, and see, so that way I don't take up too much of your time. So obviously the colors change. So here's February. Oh, it's such a pretty pink color, just like this. I think it's probably the exact same pink. So then you're going to have pinks for February, which is lovely for like Valentine's Day. Then it looks like it's going to be yellow for March. We've got that layout for March there. And then let's see what's at the end, because obviously these are only 3-month books. So I would assume there might be something back here. Okay, so we have 2 lined pages here. So you could jot some notes down. That's probably what I would do. I don't know. You could do a lot of things with this. At the moment, I've been kind of, you guys are going to laugh at me. I've been kind of obsessed with this 4-column format. It's actually with Laurel Denise, but let's just pretend there's a line going straight through here on both sides. And then you label, you know, each column. And like for projects that you're working on. So like I have things with the blog that I really have wanted to do, and let's say I haven't got to it, but it kind of gives it a staple place in my planner to follow along, so I don't forget that. So I don't know, I'm kind of obsessed with that, and I'm probably gonna do something like that in here so that way I can keep it. I may just transfer it from my Laurel Denise. I don't even know. Anyways, that's enough about that ramble. Okay, so there's our back little page there, and here's our stickers. Oh, I got it a little bit squishy, but that's okay. So we have a pocket back here. Erin Condren always puts in really nice pockets at the back of their planners. So let's see. Ooh, these are really small. So let me kind of put them up here. So we have some happy birthdays, celebrate, to do, reminders. So that's handy. And then we've got these little lines, which I feel like might be crazy. Let's see here. I feel like maybe they're made to go. Let's see if that works. Sorta. I guess maybe that's not exactly, or you could do it in the middle because, you know, there's going to be some room on either side. I'm not real sure. Or maybe you could do a label or like separate certain things. On that note, let me see what's here. Customize your calendar with this enhanced sticker sheet. Okay, so that's their like year-round little holidays and whatnot. So they go all the way through December actually. So that's up to you guys. So you have that option there. Let's get this guy back in here carefully, hopefully. So there's the back of it and the front. Okay, so now that we went through one, I am assuming, we're about to find out, don't worry, but I am assuming that that it's kind of the same ordeal, right? You still have your name page. We've got our month, and then our colors are going to change as the months go. All true. Format still the same. Yes. So same deal. You guys get the gist of it, I'm sure. So we've got our notes pages back here. And then you do get these full page stickers. I do like that, friends. I don't know that it needed to be repeated like here, since this is the entire year, but nonetheless you have it, or you could use it for like another planner that you have if you're like me and you have about 6 of them that you're working in, which is crazy, but you know, somebody out there is gonna say, yeah, I have that many too. And I think these are the same colors. Let's just look, because why not? Yeah, so these are the exact same colors, so you're getting the exact same stickers throughout. Basically, the only thing that's changing, obviously, the months, and then the covers. So that is handy to know. Let me get it back in order. So now that we have all this together and we've taken a quick look at that, I say now we should put it in our folio. Okay, friends, so let's see if we can figure this out together. These are the little guys we read about. They're supposed to keep things in place. So you just want to get this on through to the spine. And I'm sure I could very carefully pick out the day. We're just picking this one out at the time, right? So we can flip this over so it's in place. That's the point. And then we just keep doing that. I don't know if there's any advantage to like how many pages you flip through or not. We will learn together. I just keep it real around here because, you know, not everything is perfect, but we do the very best we can. Okay, so we've got that folded over. Let's do the same with this little guy. Like I said, I don't know. It might help to go more in the middle of each of these books, but I think as long as they're in place, that's the point. I really, really hope I don't tear up any of these pages, though. I'm getting a little rough with the pages, so just take note of what is going on here. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal, but if it is to you, just be a little bit more careful. So it's kind of okay with me if like a little page here or there gets a little off. So okay, we're down to the last one. I kind of wish this wasn't as tight, but I bet it will get looser as it goes because I can kind of see how that messes with the... Ooh, I was holding that better. I'm sure I will also get better with this as this becomes normal, because right now, not normal, sweet friends. Okay, look at that. It's in there. Like, I need to take a deep breath after that. It really wasn't that bad, I promise. I just didn't know what I was doing at the moment. So, okay, we have that all there. Obviously, we can just snap this. Wow, maybe we can just snap this together. It would be this heart. Okay, we did it. That was kind of hard. I'm sure it was me though. Don't worry. So there's that. You guys can see what it's like all together. Beautiful though. It is beautiful all together. I'm gonna get used to opening and closing this. I'm sure of it. I hate to even undo it now. I think I've just got this like right up to the bend here. So it might have been where I actually put the little doodads here. I'm not sure. I so wish I could take this with me on my trip, but it's going to be before 2026, so I would have to totally like take out some dates or whatever, and I don't know if I want to do that. I think I put in a little thing where I did that. That makes me a little sad, friends, so be careful with that. If that would bother you, I'm just going to try to ignore it, but I really had a hard time trying to get, you know what I mean? It's like it doesn't want to get there. But I'm not sure. Like I said, probably user error. I just watched Chloe Plans over on YouTube. She has one exactly like this, and she was putting in the journals and whatnot in here. She snapped this like nobody's business. So I'm guessing it's user error. I mean, she just did it no problem. So I'm not sure if I just have these guys like not lined up right or what. Just a heads up to be careful with your pages if that bothers you as you're kind of putting these little bands in there, because as you could tell, some of them did kind of smash up there at the top. Anyways, though, I'm really excited to dive into this and use it. Obviously, I have a couple of months before we can do that, but I'm excited about it. I think it'll be a really nice addition to my planners. It is a daily planner, so that's actually different from my others. My Laurel Denise is a weekly. My EC Life Planner is a weekly also. I use them for different purposes though, but nonetheless. And then I use a couple of others, but I just kind of jot things down differently. So none of them are technically daily planners. So I think it'll fit nicely, and we'll see how we do it. I would love to hear your thoughts on this 2026 collection. If you purchased them in the past, or maybe you've already bought 2026 or are thinking about it, I would just love to hear your guys' thoughts, since I'm also a newbie when it comes to these planners. So I just like hearing what you guys have to say. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and come back and see me next time. So I will see you all later.